Hello, it's Zofia Mazur again, and today I would like to expand why you can't trust your mind. I try to educate your mind, the one that you cannot trust. Of course, I'm kidding. If we are unconscious, can we trust unconscious people? There are so many unconscious people. They don't know that they don't know, right? And they're so prideful that they play their act like they know and they are right. There is nothing to talk about it because that's the way. So it is easy to recognize those prideful people that they don't wanna talk about it. I don't wanna talk about it, how you broke my heart. That kind of, right? They don't want to talk about it because they want to be right. And in society where there is more people unconscious than conscious, it's very hard to be. So I will try to explain that why you can't trust your mind in relation to body, mind, unconscious, conscious, and awareness. I will try to use as much simplicity as possible so you can understand in the simpler way, and then you can expand in any way you want. So we know that body is affected by mind. Without mind, I would not know that I have body, right? How I would know? It is in my mind. But my mind, what I can understand, my mind is like computer with unlimited memory. So I can put many programs to my mind and they will play out. So I have to be careful what kind of programs I'm putting there. Are they good, beneficial for my life, or just making me prideful only? I am right. What I was unconscious, that suppressed and repressed negative emotions in me were making my body not working very well. Ill, basically ill. That's why I wanted to find out more how I can help myself, but I was not aware. So I was not conscious. I might say, unconscious. So unconscious was affecting my mind as well. But of course, I learned about unconscious from Carl Jung when I started to read about psychology, because I wanted to know more about myself. And intuitively, I don't know why, intuitively I was pushed to psychology. Maybe because I love to read books, classics books, and there is so much psychology there. There is so many characters. It's like unbelievable, rich knowledge about people. So I wanted to know more about psychology. So I was a little bit conscious what I wanted to know. So I might put consciousness. Consciousness wanted to find out from unconscious what to put in my mind. Because I was a good reader, I thought that my mind is developed well, and I know what to do next. But what I didn't know, that there are things to learn. And they will be coming, the things that I don't know will come from unconscious. So our unconscious, you can understand like my karma, my personal karma, because there are different things for different people to learn. We sometimes say, oh, they are so lucky. They have everything what they wish for. They're rich, they have good jobs, happy relationship, good family. I don't have that. So I'm not that lucky. It means that I have something else to learn. It's not about unlucky or lucky, because to the end we don't know if they're lucky or unlucky. It depends what kind of characters do they have. When you look from the back and you want to just say something about people and you don't know much because you are not inside, so on the surface it might look that they're lucky, but you don't know. You don't know. I believe that everybody has their own struggles, so it's not that sweet like we see on the surface. I don't think so. Everybody has its way out from unconscious. So we have to be aware, conscious that we are affected by unconscious. And our job here is to learn. And our unconscious will give us experiences in life that we have to learn from them. So if I have one experience and I didn't learn yet from that experience, so I will provide it by my lovely unconscious another one. That's why people are saying, oh, I'm so unlucky. It's like many times in my life the same. You know why? Because you didn't learn. So unconscious was conscious enough to put you in that school again and again and again until you will learn. And that's the universal way for everybody. So we are lucky when we know that every experience, wherever it happened to us, it was from unconscious for us to learn. So we don't have to learn again, because I already know. I already passed that exam, right? So when you learn how to let go, those suppressed and repressed negative emotions like shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, and pride, when you know how to let go, oh my gosh, you learned so much. So it is like you passed so much stuff from unconscious. You are making yourself wiser and wiser, right? That's about life. So it's not like lucky, unlucky. How conscious I am that all experiences will come for me from unconscious to learn. I don't know everything. I'm not conscious enough. I'm not conscious still enough. And I came here to be as much conscious as possible. Everybody has the different lessons to learn. You might say, why is that way? I don't know. That's the experience. if you will trust that way, you will survive. But if you won't trust, if you start to put anger and disagree, so what? You hate God, so what? And what next? If we are here, do you think that for nothing? So it's like, wow, life is precious. Why I'm not treating that my life is important? Why am I blaming God? For what? I'm there. So I will make myself conscious that I'm feeding myself from that energy. So I am conscious right now and I don't want to anymore. I want to grow emotionally, so I'm more conscious. And then I will make my decision from area of positive attitudes toward life. If you say, oh, it doesn't matter, it's not important, that's where you are. You are here, you are very unconscious. You don't know that you are conscious. So when I know, even though I have those suppressed and repressed emotional side in me, even though I know that they are in me, right? But I know. So what I will have to learn? How to let go. Because also I know that those suppressed and repressed emotional states in me, energies in me, affecting my body. My body is deteriorating faster. I'm getting older faster. I don't have enough energy to do things. Because I was unconscious. Now I am conscious. Because I'm learning about that stuff. I'm learning about that stuff. So as soon as you make yourself conscious, right away, as soon as you make yourself conscious, right away, you are here. Something was presenting from unconscious to you because you are watching. You are getting that information and you are making yourself conscious. You will doubt, absolutely. It's a natural doubt that right away. You will doubt, but doubts will come from here. And then you say, oh, okay, I will try to use that letting go techniques, to letting go. I will watch all the videos and recommendations. If I will need more, I will take Zofia's course that it's already done on my website and learn more how to let go with understanding that she is explaining to me. It just makes sense. I will try what I can lose. Or I will learn from somebody else how to let go. It doesn't have to be from me. But if you like the way that I'm explaining, why not? Why not? So now you understand that consciousness and unconsciousness, and you make good relationship with your unconsciousness and consciousness. So you will understand, you won't use blame anymore. Because when you start to use blame, I was there, absolutely, because I was not still conscious enough to understand. And I started to use blame, and things went much, much worse. So at least I learned that blame won't work. It is like you can't trust your mind, right? There was blame in my mind, so I was thinking that I can use it. Because now you understand more that relationship, consciousness and unconsciousness, and you understand that unconscious will bring lessons for each of us, different lessons for each of us to learn. And faster you will learn on emotional side, the more you're conscious. And then there is another part in us, it's like valuable gold in us, that I call awareness. And that awareness, it is like our intuition. So more we become conscious, more sharp our intuition is. Intuitively we will know. Intuitively we will get information for ourselves to make our life better. That's gold of learning. I learned so much from other people how to stay positive, but what was missing in that kind of learning, how to let go of suppressed and repressed energies that were accumulated over my lifetime. And my body was not feeling well. And that part was missing. That part was very unconscious. I was able to push myself to the limits, like very far. I was go-getter, couldn't stop. If I wanted to achieve something, it was like, wow, go for it. And I could spend many hours to learn, to do things that were needed to be done. But it didn't work. It didn't work. It brought more suppression and repression, and I felt physically worse. So I knew that something is not going well. I'm not saying that to stay positive, to listen positive affirmations is bad. No, do not understand me wrong. It's good stuff, but it has to be presented with conscious awareness about our suppressed and repressed emotional side. Otherwise, you don't know which way to push. Maybe you don't have to push. Maybe the only blockage that we have, and that was in my example, there was a suppressed and repressed negative emotion in me. My body was telling me that something was not going right, that I don't know. But I was so stubborn. No, I can do it on my own. It's funny how our psyche plays with us. It's funny. After you just understand more. Yeah, it's just that that weight from your shoulder is like removed, and you become easygoing person. You become more smiling. You become more understanding. It does not mean that you won't have those days. Of course you will, but you will know how to deal with those days. So awareness is always with us. That intuitive side we not always can hear what that an awareness says to us. And I had very clear example from my life that awareness was telling me not to do it. It was so clear, but I didn't listen. I didn't listen. See how unaware we can be? Very unaware. So awareness from my understanding, it's like our watcher. It's watching over us. We cannot be so stubborn not to learn. Even though I didn't listen, I was able to find my way back because there was intention. And I learned. Finally I learned. That's about life. Stop using blame. Just learn how to let go of those negative emotions one by one. If you will learn how to let go of fear, because fear is attached to every emotion. When you start to let go of fear, other emotional energies attached to fear will let go as well. You don't have to understand clearly how does it work. It works. You will know. You will feel that. And then you will learn how to stay here as long as possible. That's your life. That's when the learning basically about life, what we can do, what our talents start. Something in my throat. Yeah, probably I talk too much. So know about that's the intuition. You will get intuitively. More we learn from here. Our lessons we passed all our exams. Then intuition takes over, and we know. I'm not there yet. But I'm close. I don't know. It's hard to say close, far, but I'm so much more aware right now than I was before. I'm like a different person. If you complained about yourself when you were younger because you've done stupid things, not to worry. Right now, wherever your age is, just look what I learned. That's the important. So keep learning. That's our most important function here, to keep learning. And by learning and understanding our consciousness, unconsciousness, intuition will be more clear and more clear. We will know exactly what to do next. And that do next, it's like that from that side. It's good stuff, positive stuff, not harming. No more lessons for me. I hope that I was able to bring more understanding about ourselves. That's who we are. We are complicated and not complicated. And we have talents to complicate, I know, so much, but we also, if we have a talent to complicate, we have a talent to uncomplicate as well. Have a fun with learning and become more and more conscious. Because only then, like I said many times, you can truly love your life.